Hey, question. This is random, but I have to fall asleep listening to things. I don't know if I'm alone with that, but I have to listen to something to fall asleep. And if I wake back up to, let's say, get a drink or go to the bathroom or whatever, I have to put something back on and fall asleep to it again. Before it was like Simpsons. When I was a little kid, it was always the TV because I was scared of the dark. Not so much anymore. Now I'm like the person who wants like all the lights off because lights bother me. But like, so I go through phases. Like before it was like, the Simpsons, like I said, then like news radio or like TV. But now it's like that light is too bright. So I'm going into like, it was Howard Stern's, and then people make Eric the Midget compilations on YouTube. I listen to those. But right now I'm into Star Trek Next Generation. I fall asleep to those. And I have it on my phone, but I just turned the screen down so it's still dark, very quiet. I can just imagine it. Just imagine it. It's normal. See, good. In Ginny's wedding vows, she inserted a part. We wrote our own vows to each other, and she inserted a part where, she would let me listen to Eric the Midget every night, falling asleep if I wanted to, which is very sweet because she knew that's a weird thing that I like to do. And you know what is like awesome is that like there are times that we'll like lay in bed going to sleep, and then something like we'll listen to an Eric the Midget call, and we'll both just start laughing because it's the funniest thing ever. Really, if you don't listen to Howard Stern, you should really check out on YouTube Eric the Midget calls or Eric the Actor, whatever. They're so funny. They're so funny. That guy cracks me up, and like all of his interests are the opposite of mine. Like we have nothing in common at all, but I love him. So good. I think right now I'm listening to Bill Cosby. Is what I'm listening to right now. When I was a kid, I used to fall asleep to Bill Cosby every single night. My dad made me a little tape, like his like favorite jokes of Bill Cosby, and so he made me a tape, and I listened to the tape, and then every night flip it back and forth, and it got to the point where I can still recite you those jokes word for word. I know them. Anyways, so lately when I put the kids to bed, they ask for something to listen to, so I've been putting on the same Bill Cosby that I used to listen to, and they like it. So I guess I'm passing that on. They're listening to Bill Cosby falling asleep. Old Bill Cosby. What are some of my favorite episodes of CBS Radio Mystery Theater? Whoa, Royce. That's such a good question, but like no one else cares. But I'll answer it. Here. Those of you who don't listen to... most of you don't listen to this. I got this from my dad. And CBS Radio Mystery Theaters... they are super old, super interesting, and I just love. Whenever I take a nap, I put those on for whatever reason. But it's old time radio from like they started in I think 74, and they went to 81, and their host was E.G. Marshall. And here I'll give you a little example. Let's see. Oh shit, that door. Boom. Bum bum.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Welcome once again to another adventurous journey across the mysterious and terror-filled terrain of the human imagination.
So it's this.
The moving finger, the poet said, writes. And having writ.
And then so E.G. Marshall's the narrator, and he'll tell you like, hey, we joined, this story is about a writer, it's kind of like the Rod Serling character in Twilight Zone.
Not all your piety.
And then you'll go...
Handsomer, huh? What you doing now?
So it's just, it's usually the same like voice actors or and they tell you like there's this story like sometimes it's a mundane version of the Twilight Zone, where it's like a guy is stuck on a boat, and like in a hurricane, and it's like weird things keep happening to him. It's like not crazy, it's just like whatever, but like I just really like just using your imagination just to fill it in. It's funny. The person great for falling asleep. I think they're being sarcastic. I can only fall asleep to that if it is during the day. If it's at night, I get scared still. And there's times where I'll take a nap. This is when before I was so busy. I would take a nap, and I would wake up, and it'd be nighttime, and it'd be on still, and my room would be pitch black, and I'd be scared. Like, oh shit! Oh, I gotta turn the lights on real quick. The question is, do I like X-1? That's like another Mystery Theater type thing, and that's from the 50s, I believe. And yes, I do. I don't like them as much as the Radio Mystery Theaters, but there is one X-1 Star Bright that is like far and away the best X-1. So check it out if you guys can. Star Bright on X-1. Super cool. You can get all the episodes for free. You can? Oh, Royce, I didn't even know that. Holy shit. I didn't know that was even for a Christmas present forever ago, I bought my dad some guy like, so what all of these are just like recordings of Radio Mystery Theaters, but they're super old, as I said, but like a lot of times people just recorded them. I don't know how they recorded them back then actually, but like there's commercials in it still. There's like the news is before it sometimes. Like listen, let's pick one randomly, a longer one. Wait a second.
Not like you are.
What else?
And he had...
It is sponsored in part by...
Wait. Sorry. Here's a commercial for Dial Soap.
Dial washes away the cause of odor.
I mean, the commercials in the 70s were weird. It's all song.
Buy a better deodorant soap than Dial. And that's saying something.
I want to wash my hands so bad right now. Oh my god.
The CBS Radio Mystery
Anyways,
Theater presents-
but there's some that have like news stories ahead of them, and like from the time that it is, it's like really interesting.
And that when numerous phone calls with both sides in the issue failed to produce results, he decided to fly back to Kansas City from Jefferson City tonight to meet with the board. Jackson County Executive George Lear issued a statement.
There's
tonight
a lot of them talking about Watergate and how like President Nixon is now being summoned by the congressional hearing to talk about Watergate. It's like, whoa, like, and it's like the president doesn't think it's gonna go anywhere. It's like, oh my god, it's like it's weird. Anyways, so I really like those. They're good. But yeah, check them out if like a road trip where maybe it's not dark. I mean, really, they're not that scary. And the scariest part is the music, like that in between like scenes. That's the scariest part to me. Royce, you asked me a question. I never really answered it. My favorite episodes, let me go through and just kind of look at them. There was one I listened to forever ago. I forget what it was. It was fucked up. It was like this guy like wanted to kill people, and so he found this couple making out in a cave on a beach, and he was able to seal them in to the cave, and then he could listen through the cracks and hear them like what they were doing. And like at one point the guy was trying to like kill the girl so he could eat her. It was like fucking bizarre. That was a scary one. I'm trying to think. There was one I just listened to. What was it called? Something on a window. Fuck. Oh, the crying statue, I think. Oh, the bleeding statue. The bleeding statue is a good one. Kind of a lame ending, but whatever. The time box is a good one. The red circle is a good one. I don't know. These are just some that I liked. Oh, is it called? Do you know what I'm talking about, Royce? Is it called? What was that one? I don't know what it's called. Anyways, so those are great. If you have time, check them out. They are something that's different, and it's just a little piece of history. I really like that kind of shit. I said before, but I was given all of these old vinyl records, and like they don't look special at all. They're just like in these like manila yellow envelope records, but it's like they're like that many of them, and it is all the sound effects used for Radio Mystery Theaters or X-1, all that stuff. So like it's like record 7B, birds chirping, and it's just like that side of the record is just birds chirping, so they could play it while the actors were going over like outside or whatever. And I don't know what that's worth. It could be worth nothing, but I was given that, and it's a complete set of all of them. It's so cool. It's something that I would never sell anyways, but at the time, I believe there was like 7 in the world. So it could be a really rare thing. It could be everyone has it type deal. Oh, Royce, your brain. Royce says episode 54. So impressive. Even if it's not, I'm impressed. Anyways, yeah.